China once again, but this time Shanghai. Never been Shanghai. Let's see what it's saying. Where are we at? So we're at Comptal. So basically we're at a Lebanese food restaurant in the Heathrow. And there's this website, restaurantallergens.com, and this was for this restaurant, but they have other restaurants on there. You can check it out and just tick vegan, and it'll show you everything that's vegan that you can get. Obviously the falafel had to go down. Kai's on his cheese hype, halloumi. 2015 you'll be vegan again in a week.
In a week.
In a week. Standards.
Smells alright.
Yeah, it's not good. Here I am, made it to China again for the second time in a month. Flight was a bit turbulent. My TV didn't work as well. And then eventually it worked, but there was no audio, and I actually selected a German film which had English subtitles, luckily, before I knew the audio didn't work, about an old school marathon runner that wanted to run it again. It's like old age, it's pretty badass. But I just wanted to speak on, yeah, turbulence is one of those things, because I fly so often. Sometimes it goes off and I'm so calm and peaceful and content. And I mean, I'm not scared of it, and I acknowledge that it's very slim risk of anything happening. But then you hear things in the news, and that pops into your head when you're on a plane and it's shaking around, and it's pitch black outside. You don't know if there's a storm or something, and you're trying to sleep. But sometimes I'm really content and calm, and sometimes I'm really scared and sweat loads. Like my back was so wet today, and it's like. What I realised, the factor that affects that is whether my subconscious is okay with death or not. And the more I do like spiritual practices and am feeling more aligned with my true self, the calmer I am, and the more I just accept that if the plane was to go down, not that I really think it would, but it's a thought in your head in those very real situations. If the plane was to go down, that's okay, so be it. But then times when I'm less content and less at peace with myself, less aligned with my true self, then I become more nervous. I guess that's because I'm more in my ego. And I just find that really interesting, that there's this one scenario that happens quite frequently because of how much I travel, is turbulence, and how for me it's an indicator or a gauge of how content I am with myself. And as I say, the more I do spiritual practices, less it seems to bother me. And obviously I went through Christmas, and you get off things. I wasn't eating as well as I'd like to be. I was training, I was running a lot, but I wasn't training as much as I'd like to be, or doing the things. But I accept that. That's what I call hibernation over December, and you get back into things in January. But I'm picking the journey back up. Everything's ups and downs. But anyway, so I felt like I was in turbulence, just coming out of a down bit, and it really made me sweat. And sometimes I'm in it and I'm like, hey, it's okay, death is just another part of the journey. And I just wanted to share that, and wonder if anyone else has that and notices that with travel, with turbulence, or if there's another thing you find that for you is an indicator of how calm you are, how your true like inner self, your subconscious, what stage that's at in acceptance of death. Because they say all fears stem from the fear of death. Look at that building, that's quite cool. They say all fears stem from the fear of death. China.
China.
Was it Shanghai?
We're not in Shanghai though.
Barely Shanghai, is it?
Yeah, 2 hours out.
Oh. Is that all you want to say?
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to get from me.
We're for Guinness World Records, and now we're going to go eat. It's actually quite nice. I don't know. No, that doesn't do it justice. iPhone videos aren't the same. Right, let's go eat, Guy. Yeah, get some veggies shit.
Seven years.
Teeterboard's crazy, man. Back here again, Guinness World Records. crash Mexico.
肉肉，你确定是3个选手还是4个选手？
中国几个？
中国只有1个是吧？好，那3位。
那就3个。OK， 怎么样？结束了。Finish.
7 a.m. right now. Didn't really sleep much. In England, that's like 11 p.m. So really, I'll be going to bed soon. So I'm just gonna get breakfast, see if I can get some fruit and that, and then hopefully sleep throughout the day. Keep on an English sleeping pattern, and then I get to go back to England. Tomorrow morning I go back, so it keeps me on that pattern. Probably for the best. So basically in China, breakfast is by far the best meal of the day because you get unlimited fruit, you get vegetables, veg buns, sweet potato cooked, steamed, which is the cleanest they do it. And you got white turnip juice, green juice, coconut milk, and watermelon juice. Nice selection, but all the other meals are just like some greasy food. It's just not the same level. This is so much nicer. That turnip juice was worse than a wheatgrass shot, I swear to God. Gotta be good for you. Green juice tastes so nice compared. Watermelon is the best one. Here we go. It's nice mirrors in here. Just been for a run.
We have
Rob and Charles, yeah. What we do? How far?
5.2. Sounds better if you say K. What's that? 8.4.
You're out living here right now, yeah?
We've been out here for a couple of
But I
months.
followed
He's
you.
living here.
I live in here for 4 years.
I followed you on Strava.
Yeah, all the
Good
way
to see
to
them.
China.
I see you in China. What, 3-4 years ago we met, and then in Italy.
In Italy. Keep in touch on
Strava.
Strava.
Strava's the one now, isn't it? That's the new social media. Oh, I tried to buy shares in it. I look. I think it's a private company there.
They do pretty well, though.
I imagine it's going to grow and grow, isn't it? You feeling Kai?
Hi, team. Just make it possible when putting on the last bar and if you putting the GoPro.
Once again, Guinness World Records. They love this record, man. I'm really over it. Like, I'm not bothered by it. But you know, I get to travel the world and see things, so it's cool. And I get to travel with Kai, which is also nice. Yeah, you see that down there. It looks pretty epic from here, actually. It's pretty cool. Jump 10 bars as fast as I can. 10 minutes, okay, we begin. The man right here. Springs for legs. Yeah, casual. And you see, there's the epic women. Then we got all the hey, stop, yes. Riding it, they get pulled out by horse. I refuse to do it. I said, a horse isn't a slave to me. I'm not gonna let. There's so many these little tiny mini horses pulling people out, man. I can't agree with that. So and they respected that, you know. For me, like I said, I don't know if that's ego, just wanting to be awkward like a diva. It's like a diva. It seems like a diva, but you get further on this journey. I rode horses last year, but I've not been able to do it since, man. Because I can't support that. It's, yeah, let horses be. If I grew up and had a relationship with one, maybe, but that's not my story. So I'm not gonna just jump on the back of a horse I don't know, or let a horse that I've never seen race. And you see them pulling them around as well, disciplining them for not behaving. But their horses are gonna behave like horses, and when they don't respect them, they treat them like that. I don't like it, man. But anyway, they look epic. And everyone's happy. So for now, it's where humanity's at. But for me, I'm off that journey, man. All right. How was it? What do you think of me refusing to do it?
Diva.
Think of a diva. It's one of those weird ones, isn't it? Where it's like I could just allow it and just get on with it and be easy, but at the same time,
It felt a little bit weird. Like,
they're tiny horses, tiny legs.
yeah, but they clearly weren't happy either. Clearly not.
They got little whips as well. The guys riding.
But they're not whips. They're like just to tap it in,
Yeah,
in the direction.
yeah,
so
yeah.
It's like if you get the bum in there.
Yeah, but they're still like disciplines. You know, if they move their head out, they like pull their head back and stuff like that. Like that. It's 5:30 AM. We're heading back to England. We are feeling fresh as a daisy. A few a couple hours sleep, but we feel alright because we've been here for like 3-4 days. We've barely adjusted. Yeah. Chinese man got the world record. We can ruin it because if you're watching YouTube, then you're not in China. Yeah. Pretty much that's a given. So, congrats to that dude. Fair play. He did well. He was very impressive. Springy guy. He's a very springy guy. Did a good job. We were alright. We get paid the same either way. Just keep that banana. The old airport purchase. Got back from China, went for a little 10k run. John's been a bad man and cooked us up some good grub. Cheers, John. Open his carb up.
Anytime, bro.
Carb the F up, man. Look at that. I'm well excited for that, yeah, so. Watching the FA Cup. Right.